I would suggest if you're 42 and have not gone to a swingers party yet, you probably don't want to go to one.
Please don't let there be a big wind tonight. The cabinet's not going to hold.
Lying in bed, listening to glasses. Was this letter sent to us?
Or the police.
I feel like there's been a mix-up in the Royal Mail. Hello and a very warm welcome to this edition of Wanging On with me, Graham Norton, and Maria McCurlin. We get together once a week.
We do.
To listen to the world's problems.
Yes, we do.
And give some average advice.
We have quite a lot of problems of our own.
We do, Maria.
No one listens to those.
How are you getting on?
Well, I keep ringing you and it just goes straight to answer phone.
It's on silent. I keep missing calls. Actually, it is true. I never get calls. I mean, I get calls. I never hear them or see them.
I don't answer anything unless it's got a picture of somebody.
Oh, yes.
You know, if it's got a picture of somebody. I'm very visually stimulated.
Yeah. Oh, it's a human calling me. I'll be sure to answer this one.
Unless I recognise the number is what I'm saying, because I just get so many scammy McScam faces. Do you?
Not really, no, I don't. Tell you what, when I moved house, I registered with the doctor, the NHS doctor.
Yes,
nearby.
I know.
And, oh my God, you say the NHS is overstretched. Stop calling me. That would save a lot of time.
Oh, just visit them then. They're just dying to see you.
They're constantly texting me about questionnaires and, put some poo in a box. Calm down.
Put some poo in a box. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
But no, medically.
Oh, no, I didn't send it to a doctor or anything.
I did. The comedy door was open there, very wide, and you walked straight in. I've been doing quite a lot of DIY at home.
Yes, is that a euphemism?
No. It's not that I, don't want to have a man in to do things or a woman in to do things. It's just that it's sort of annoying to have people in your house. And now with Google and AI, how hard can it be to,
You tell us.
Yeah, quite hard. Quite hard.
I'm with you. I would much prefer to kind of tackle something by myself rather than, make the call or get the appointment or figure something out. But, I know that when I'm going to do it, it is so half-arsed. I mean, it's just such a botched job.
But in a way, I quite like, because every time I then see that piece of replastering I've done.
Oh, wow. That's ambitious.
Yeah.
And I bet you do see it. Is it that?
I kind of thought, once I've painted over that, no one will know. Glaring. Horrible thing. But also, what I hate is, for some reason, workmen like to tell you everything.
Oh, yeah.
And they like to say, well, you see, it would be an easy job, but I've got to get under that bath and find the leak. And you add little, encouraging moments like, well, it's a good job you've been doing your yoga. And they have to... Yeah. They have to make it.
And then she said to me,
she had the bloody nerve to talk about me yoga classes. But it's that, if only people would just say, I pay you, whatever you want me to pay you, but please don't tell me about it, because otherwise I could do it myself.
And also, I tell you what I've no interest in, the person who did this job originally.
Oh my God.
Oh, they love that person.
How many times are blaming? Who did this?
They were the worst people in the world.
Always. It's the same as hairdressers. Who cut your hair before? The council? It's that, isn't it? And then you have to say, you did.
That was you.
But yes, I quite like doing the DIY. And now you've got Google to tell you exactly how to do it. Like, I mended my boiler before.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
See, but also, where I fall down is I know what I should do. I should use a tape measure and a spirit level and all those things. Mm-hmm. But really,
have you got those things in your house?
Yes, but I sort of look at it and I go, I think my eye is good enough. I know where to put this nail in. Of course, you don't. And then
picture there.
But then I fix it. And what really it sort of humiliates me and it makes me laugh. Like when, if they're coming in to redecorate a room and they have to take the pictures down, they discover the hellscape behind the pictures.
How many holes did you need?
I've also wadged up bits of newspaper to make a nail bigger so it'll go up kind of half an inch.
I've quite often done that thing where you drill into something. I can do this, spirit level. Right drill bit, excellent. Drill, hit something like, concrete or something that is the wrong drill bit.
A neighbour.
Metal or something. A neighbour. Oh.
A neighbour's skull. Sorry, Betty.
So you drill, and there's still that much left of the screw to go in. And I just think, I know, I'll just put some glue round that screw. That will hold that massive cabinet up.
Yeah, not a problem.
Quite a few things in my house like that. And you think, please don't let there be a big wind tonight. The cabinet's not going to hold.
Lying in bed, listening to glasses.
Back to the little man. Can you come and fix my cabinet and buy me some new plates?
Yes, a lot of ceramic glue. Thank you very much. Well, talking of DIY,
yes.
We are going to help some people in just a moment.
Oh.
Dilemmas.
Yeah.
They're on the way.
No, I
They're on the way.
understand. DIY dilemmas, I hope.
Maria, how do Wangers get these episodes as soon as they drop?
Oh, well, you see, Graham, you can tap follow on Spotify or subscribe on YouTube or your podcast app of choice.
Totally free.
Plus, on Spotify, you can tap the little bell icon and then you get notified when a new episode drops.
They really have thought of everything. What a world, Maria.
That's every Monday, by the way.
Maria, the time is right for some envelope tearing. Please grab one.
Dear Graham and Maria, okay, here's my question. I'm 42 and in a situationship with a 22-year-old. When we're together, it's fireworks, but he blows hot and cold and is still figuring out which gender he actually wants. I think he's also messing around with his female flatmate. He keeps it quiet, but I'm not even bothered. The thing is, he keeps wanting to do more with me and has invited me to a local swingers night. I'm gay, so the idea of being surrounded by a mixed gender free-for-all is not exactly my fantasy. But since I'm moving away soon, maybe it's my one shot to say, why not? And never have to look anyone in the eye again. So, podcast fam, am I just wasting my time here, or should I grab my car keys and throw them in the bowl? That is from Will in Yorkshire. Will, look, you're 42, he's 22. This is not going anywhere. You're moving away soon. I think for both of you, the idea of discovering swingers possibly is not a bad idea because you can do it together and keep each other company and laugh about it. And you'll probably never do that on your own. And by the sounds of it, neither will the 22-year-old. He's working out which gender he is. So for him, it's a process. For you, it's curiosity, shall we say. Yes. So I would say, do it. Why are you snarling?
Well, I'm just going to think, I don't know why he told us all the stuff about the 22-year-old and the situationship and da-da-da. Because really what he wants to know is, should I go to a swingers party? Yeah. And the answer is, if you want to, do. Well, but, I don't care.
Well, I know, but the thing is, we're here to help people.
But he can just help you. I mean, Will is 42. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
I would suggest if you're 42 and have not gone to a swingers party yet, you probably don't want to go to one.
Yeah.
So don't.
But he's interested in the process.
What, seeing his neighbours naked?
I mean, I haven't been to a swingers party, have you?
No.
And neither would I want to.
Well, do you know what I mean? It's such a kind of hot idea,
Is it, though?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, the whole kind of orgy, blah, blah, blah thing. But the reality is it's going to be people from the queue in Sainsbury's with no clothes on. And they're only interested in one item. The reality of it is going to be grim. There's going to be shower curtains down on the sofa, and you'll be going, God, that's their carpet. While you're, no.
Yeah. I mean, look. You're 42. You could go with a 22-year-old to keep him company if he's trying to figure out whether he wants to be gay or straight or what his interests are and where they lay. You could keep him company. I don't think there's going to be anything in it for you because it will generally be a straight swingers place, unless you can get gay swing. Well, I mean, of course, you can get anything.
Yes. Well, I mean, the idea is they're swinging, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
Well, normally you swing with the gender that you like, or do you swing? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I suppose if it's a kind of a free for all, you can always put a hand in. But I don't know. I just feel like you don't sound like you're that keen, Will. And I feel if you're going to a swingers party, you should at least go in keen and come out feeling a bit nauseous. But going in kind of thinking, oh, really? Don't.
Yes, as Graham said, you should throw your hand in with some gusto, I think.
Yeah. And also, this guy is 22. I mean, he wants to go to a swingers party age 22. That seems incredible to me.
Well, I think he's trying to kind of, he's probably only recently discovered, or maybe not, no, but he doesn't know where he wants to be in life.
Well, I think he's trying to spice up 42-year-old.
Oh, is he? Well, they go at it apparently, like, it's very hot together.
Well, I mean, 42-year-old thinks it's a firework. 22 may think it's a bit of a squib.
A damp squib. A Catherine wheel that no longer spins. I would say definitely, I don't really know what your question is, but I would say definitely go, because you probably won't get the opportunity again. You're not going to go on your own, Will. So go with the
I don't think you're allowed to go on your own.
Oh.
I think you have to go with someone, don't you?
Oh.
Isn't that the idea?
Well,
Otherwise, it would just be lots of straight men standing in the hall.
Oh, yeah. Wanking over Tracy upstairs.
Yeah. She nearly finished.
Tracy upstairs on video cam. I'm afraid the bedroom's full. You'll have to stay in the hall. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's the overflow. It's all going on in Yorkshire. I blame Wuthering Heights.
So do I. Jacob Elordi.
Lordy.
He's got a lot to answer for. Should we see what the Wangers say?
I can only imagine.
Because
I feel bad that we've even exposed the Wangers to this problem.
Well, I don't think you and I are being helpful in any way, shape or form.
Well, no, because there is no help. There is no help to be given.
Go or don't go.
Go or don't go. No one could care less.
The Wangers do.
Okay.
Dear Nearly Swinger, life is short. Go swing. Anne is a swinger, isn't she? Go party, go live your best firework-filled life. You're in your prime, hold nothing back.
Oh, she so is.
Take it from someone who let those chances go by.
Oh.
She's found it later in life, though.
Oh, no. Anne is sitting in the car looking at the pampas grass thinking, I should be in there.
Yes. Shall I ring the doorbell?
Hello.
Neve says, your partner has no idea who they are or what they want, which makes sense given they're only 22. It sounds like you're interested in something happening, but down this road lies heartache. Oh, down every road lies heartache, doesn't it, Graham?
Yeah.
Come on. End it now on good terms. Find someone who wants the same things you do. I don't think that's the question, Neve.
Well, I think Neve is kind of right. I think somehow... although he's saying, I don't care.
Shall I go swinging?
It's a situation. To even use the word situationship makes me think, oh, you protest too much.
Yeah, it's going nowhere, by the way,
yes,
Will.
It is absolutely
and you're
nowhere.
moving in a minute, so how can it go anywhere?
I feel like Neve's not wrong. It's like he does want more from this relationship than it will ever provide.
Well, he's moving away. Is he going to take the 22-year-old with him?
I don't think so.
No. Do you care?
No.
Emily says, I think the question you should be asking yourself is why you're happy to be involved with someone who is blowing hot and cold. Perhaps answer that question before going to any clubs. No. Before going to any clubs or doing anything further with this person. If you've had no desire to swing before, then you will purely be doing this to satisfy this guy. He seems to be pretty good at keeping himself satisfied, so leave him to it.
Emily's very sensible, isn't she?
Yeah.
I like Emily.
That's good advice from Emily. Neil in London says...
Oh, yes. Oh, he's in London. He'll know all about this.
While you write that you're cool about your situationship, I question if you actually are.
Oh, Neil, you're so insightful.
I don't want to focus on the age gap, but can't help but do exactly that. He's 22 and clearly still exploring his identity. Just don't confuse fireworks for a solid foundation. As for this swingers night, if you're genuinely curious, want a wild story for the road, then sure, go. Toss those keys in the bowl and chalk it up to a life experience. But if not, then skip it. You don't owe him that kind of exploration. Yeah. I mean, that is the only reason to go, really, isn't it, for anecdotal value?
Yeah, and also because the kid wants him to drive.
Yes. Designated driver.
I don't have car keys to throw in the bowl. I've got to bring this old lump.
I can put my bike chain in.
A bike lock.
Now, Susie from Farnham says, as we say, we regret the things we don't do far more than the things we do.
I think when it comes to swinging parties, that does not hold true.
Well, Susie wouldn't agree. She says, grab your car keys and throw them into the bowl with abandon. What have you got to lose? Given you'll be leaving soon, yes, and your situationship will be ending, yes, don't overthink it. Just go and have fun. But also, just to be serious for a moment, do make sure that any fun is had safely and with full consent.
It's all going on in Farnham as well.
Yeah. Do you think at swingers parties they have consent forms at the door?
Oh, on the way in?
On the way in, yeah.
I think anything goes, doesn't it? I think you probably have to sign some sort of a waiver saying if you damage furniture, you've got to pay for it.
I might go to a swingers party and then fall down the stairs and then put a claim in.
Oh, yes. You slipped in some lube.
At least I think it was lube. It was very busy that day.
Was it wood glue?
There was an overflow on the stairs.
Well, please do let us know what you decide, but spare us the gory details and send no photographs. Will sent his dilemma to Wanging On at listen.co.uk, and you can too. In fact, that's the email address for any of your messages, and there's another dilemma in the offing up next.
This episode is brought to you by Hotels.com.
Make your next trip work for you. Hotels.com just rolled out a game-changing feature called Save Your Way, and it's as simple as it sounds.
When you book a trip as a Hotels.com member, you decide how to use your savings.
Choose to take the instant savings now or bank the savings as rewards for later. It's your call.
Envision converting discounts on this week's stay into rewards for a luxurious beach getaway next year. No complicated maths, no blackout dates, just you choosing how to make your travels work harder for you.
Only at Hotels.com.
Save Your Way is available to loyalty members in the US and UK on hotels with members' prices. Other terms apply. See site for details.
Maria, do you have another unopened envelope? Well, you do. Could you open it, please?
I preempted you there.
Yes.
Dear Graham and Maria, I have a lady who needs a few teeth taking out. And when I did it the first time, I told her that there would be some pressure but no pain. She makes noises of what some would call discomfort, but they are bordering on orgasmic. I'm not sure if she's having too much fun.
Was this letter sent to us?
Or the police.
I feel like there's been a mix-up in the Royal Mail.
I'm not sure if she's having too much fun. It's really off-putting, and my nurse has to leave the room trying not to laugh. As a gay man, I'm not really sure of the female orgasmic sounds, but I feel like I'm in a tennis match with Serena Williams at match point, grunting away while I twist and push. The thing is, oh my God, this poor woman, I have 12 more teeth to remove.
Is he a vet?
And I'm concerned that this woman may be enjoying the extractions a bit too much. How do I approach this? Do I try to distract myself, pass her to a female colleague? I feel like I'm potentially losing my golden gay status. Oh, also, I'm a dentist for context, not just a weirdo pulling teeth. And that is from Dr. Pete. P.S. Love from Perth, Western Australia. Graham, I saw you live in Perth. Good job. I love the pod and listen on the beach.
And that was the last time Dr. Pete ever listened to the podcast.
I didn't even say I listen on the beach.
I thought it would be fun. And then they ripped me apart.
But first of all, Dr. Pete.
Oh, here you go, Dr. Pete.
First of all,
Put down the suntan
Pete,
lotion.
You've already taken a few teeth out, and you've got to take 12 more. How many teeth do we have in our head? 24?
I don't know. Dr. Pete would know.
What is going on with it?
It's a lot of teeth.
It's a lot of teeth.
Yeah. I mean, she's going for dentures, presumably.
Or implants.
Oh, yes, of course, modern world.
Modern world implant.
Dr. Pete may not do that, though.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
He's a gayer.
He carves them out of wood.
He does
on the beach. He's on the beach whittling her teeth now.
There's a lot of money to be made in implants, frankly, and I think Dr. Pete is doing that. Maybe she is, some people pleasure, pain,
Yes.
pleasure, etc. I think it's kind of off-putting for you to be making orgasmic sounds, yes. It's giving your nurse a bit of a laugh, and to be fair, you, Dr. Pete. Why don't you, when I go to the dentist...
Oh, yes.
they give me headphones to listen to music.
Oh, Classic FM.
Well, no, Graham.
What, funk, hip-hop?
Rap.
Oh, yeah.
Doochy. I like listening to Doochy on my headphones. Why are they laughing at that? I do listen to Doochy.
No.
I do.
That's very aging, Maria.
What, listening to Doochy?
Yeah.
Why?
None of the kids do.
Why not? What's wrong with
no
her?
idea.
Oh, you're just doing-
I think we should take it very seriously.
I know.
Wait a minute. But that's me clinging on to my last vestiges of youth. It's the only thing I talk to young people about.
Yes. Give her some headphones so that she can be singing along to that rather than making the orgasmic sounds. However, I do think that she probably likes the attention, Dr. Pete, and is making these sounds deliberately to kind of put you off or to make you think that she's a hot bitch.
I would just give her more anesthetic. Is that dangerous? I mean, I'm not a trained doctor myself.
No, but when you're having teeth out, you don't have, it's not like gas and air like you had in the olden days, in the Victorian days.
I would say go back to those days. Just knock her out.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, just knock her out.
But they can't do that anymore. It's too dangerous to put somebody out, so they just do localized areas. You have to have a doctor in tow now if you want even IV Valium.
Really?
Yeah.
What's gone wrong with the world?
I know. It's all gone to pot, Graham.
What are we saying to Dr. Pete, though? I think, look, there's 12 more teeth to go, and I would say it's a bright spot in your day.
I would say take the money and run because you're doing a lot of extractions, which means you'll also be doing some insertions.
into his bank account.
Into your bank account and into her gums. It could be a lot worse. She could be crying.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously how she's responding to this in a certain way. I imagine it's involuntary because, you were saying, she's doing it for attention and wants to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that because... in that moment, you're just making whatever sounds you need to make to get you through this experience.
To think, when you say, Dr. Pete, that there's pressure but no pain, because she's obviously all anaesthetised around here, what else is coming out? So maybe she's just going, just to get... Do you do that?
I've never heard a female orgasm, but...
no, it's not like that.
Dr. Pete thinks it is. And also the nurse is leaving the room. It must be unusual. But also I feel like the nurse should be staying in the room because...
I feel that the nurse should be operating the tape recorder. Then you can play it back to your patient. Saying, I'm not sure if you know this, Beryl. I'm calling her Beryl for legal purposes. I'm not sure if you know this, Beryl, but these are the sounds you're making. These are the sounds you're intending to make.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to embarrass poor Beryl.
Oh, I would.
Okay.
No, you want to make her laugh.
I would just say, Pete, enjoy this. It's a bright spot in your day. And she's paying you for the privilege.
Yeah, being a dentist is very boring anyway.
Did our dentally challenged Wangers... the
did.
Fangers...
How long have you been thinking that up?
Just this second.
Kat says, Dear Dr. Teeth, do you think you could join her? Every time she groans, you could moan ecstatically in reply. Either she'll stop or you'll be up on harassment charge. Problem solved. Quite like that from Kat.
Jana has been in touch with a voice note.
Oh, wow.
She's opened her mouth and used her
Oh,
voice.
wow.
Hi, Graham and Maria. It's Jana here, and I'm an ex-dentist from Down Under. I have 2 words for our frustrated dentist with a grunting patient. General anaesthetic. Knock her out, whack 'em out, and your golden gayhood will remain intact and shine as it should.
Now, see, I think what Jana's suggesting is there are different standards in Australia.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
still allowed to get a big jumbo elephant injection and stick it into somebody's neck. So
you can probably use kind of kangaroo ketamine to do teeth extraction in Australia. But I think that's a good idea. But, why spoil the fun, Dr. Teeth? No, what's his name?
And also...
Dr. Pete. Calling him Dr. Teeth now.
Yeah.
Dr. Pete.
Dr. Teed. Anyone else? Any more?
Caroline in London says, how about having a radio on in the background or giving her headphones with some
you
ABBA
said that.
or music of her choice, encouraging her to sing along. We don't want singing when you're taking teeth out, with a rhythmic groan to Waterloo while you work. Just make sure you don't put Ravel's Bolero on.
That's a good old-fashioned...
I know, but I'm trying to think why.
because it's the Dudley Moore Bo Derek movie. What was that called?
10.
10. It's from 10.
I know, but why not put that on?
Because they're having sex to
Oh,
it.
yeah. Okay. It's a long time ago that film came out.
Yeah. Don't put that je t'aime on.
Put some Dochi on. Do that breathing. That's my impression of Dochi. It just made me cough. Donna says, you may want to speak with the patient privately before the next visit, either by phone or briefly before the appointment with an assistant present, and explain that...
I love that Donna's taking this seriously.
Louder vocal reactions can be distracting in the treatment area and upsetting to other patients. Framing the conversation around maintaining a calm clinical environment helps keep the message neutral and professional. I think that's quite good advice. It's frightening people in the... they think you're being murdered.
Oh, yeah. You're frightening people. Yeah.
I've got 2 more people that want to talk about Dr. Pete. Can you...
We asked for people to get in touch.
We did. Gordon in South Woodford says, this has to be one of the most bizarre problems you've had to date. This man is presumably a professional dentist, so he must be used to the sounds of patients grunting. Tell him just to think about all the money he's going to be making from this woman and to leave the moaning to the patient. He might want to put a towel down, however. If he's going to be extracting 12 teeth, the woman will likely go into orbit. Sean in Dublin says, ask her out. He doesn't want Gummy. He doesn't want to go out with Gummy, does he? Imagine going out with her. Should we go for a steak? Ask her out, see if there's a spark. Maybe you'll discover you're bi. Her gummy smooch might be just what you've always needed. Now I must go and floss.
Really? Wanger's in the comments. Do you make orgasm sounds when you're in the dentist chair? I doubt it, but do let us know. And Dr. Pete, thank you very much for getting in touch with that problem. Time is marching on, though, Maria, and it's time for Am I Weird?
Yes, it is.
Who have we got this week?
Today's Am I Weird comes courtesy of Harry the Hobbit.
Yes.
In West Yorkshire.
I mean, really. Just when you think you know your demographic.
Hi, Graham and Maria. When I'm organising a meet-up with friends or a social event, I always make a little poster and send it into the group chat so that people have all of the information, often theming each poster. Do you need me to go on?
No, please do.
For example, every Halloween, our house becomes Pumpkin Cottage, and I like to do a film festival in our living room, so I make little movie posters in the style of a film festival and send it out to the people I've invited.
I see there's more.
I also do something called a Hobbit barbecue. Nothing at the barbecue itself is themed around Lord of the Rings, but I do make a Lord of the Rings themed invite with AI versions of myself as a hobbit. I think it's sweet and funny. My partner thinks it's very weird.
Well, I think we're all thinking the same thing. Astonishing this problem involves a partner and friends.
I was just going to say that. I thought he was going to say my dog thinks I'm weird or my goldfish thinks I'm weird. I mean, look, it takes all sorts to make a world, Harry the Hobbit. And if it gives you pleasure, it's not hurting anyone. It's quite boring.
Well, not to Harry, it's not. And also, you know what? I think people would appreciate. I mean, they might be slightly, perplexed by it, but they will appreciate that he takes so much time and effort. Do you know? Because the rest of us kind of going, "Oh, we're having a barbecue on Saturday. Do you fancy it?" He's putting together, these posters, these AI themed things. It's extraordinary. So it's nice that he would go to all the effort. Yeah, but if your partner thinks it's weird, maybe listen to them.
Would you like Harry the Hobbit to be your friend?
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I long to see a hobbit being barbecued.
But all those little posters he's making, he's putting on group chats, and you know that everyone's going, ugh, Harry has just sent another message. Is it okay? How often can I ignore it before it becomes rude?
Oh, no, I think you ignore all the messages, but you still go to the party because people obviously like the parties and, and the
Film nights.
Halloween, pumpkin pot, cottage and everything. And a hobbit barbecue.
Yeah.
Look, this is your thing, Harry, and myself and Maria are lazy and would never
Cynical.
do this, and cynical and unmoved by your passion. But equally, I see that you really enjoy doing this.
I love this. You're a professional chat show host.
Well, no,
you
but
can really tell because you're trying to spin this into something
I'm trying
good.
not to hurt his feelings because, yes,
Since when have you cared?
if somebody sent us this, we would roll our eyes and go, sweet Jesus in heaven. Of course, I'm not going to that. But these are Harry's friends. It's Harry's partner. He likes doing it. And as you said, it doesn't hurt anybody.
It doesn't hurt anyone.
So let him get on with it.
It's not weird, but I feel, Harry, that your time you're very creative, obviously.
Yes.
I feel your time could be spent better doing something that might bring you greater reward.
Well, we don't know what he does for a living. But,
He's a hobbit, professional hobbit.
There's not so much work around these days. No, that Lord of the Rings reboot didn't do so well. Very sad. Look, he says himself, he doesn't make people endure a Lord of the Rings themed barbecue.
Thank the Lord.
It's just the invite. So it's a tiny thing, really. And maybe Harry is a little short. Or maybe he's a little hairy of foot. And,
hobbity.
And so he enjoys the idea of being a hobbit.
Okay. So I'm going to say, Harry, thank you for sending that letter. I don't think you're weird, but I think your time could be better spent.
I don't think it could.
You see, and after all that, I've ended up being the more positive one. You were trying to be professional chat show host and be really kind, and then you said you don't think it could.
Harry, good luck to you. I don't think you're weird either. I think you're creative and you've got your little groove and your passions. So good luck to you. And Harry the Hobbit brings us to the end of this week's edition of Wanging On with Graham and Maria. Thanks to Harry and everyone else who got in touch with the podcast.
Yes, and a reminder that, of course, we are not experts. If you need professional advice or help, hobbity or otherwise, please go on to our Instagram page at Wanging On to find out where you can find professional help.
Wanging On with Graham and Maria is a listener production. We'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.